Black Supremacy, it's Nattyisisyah. Join the website kingnobleuncensored.com. So, in this article here, it talks about a high school teacher who told the students that to be white is to be racist. And he was at least being honest, right? But apparently, one of the students felt that, she had to go to the news to report the teacher for being racist and basically snitching on her own self for being racist because here it says a high school lecture has sparked discussion on racism and inclusiveness after a teacher reportedly told students to be white is to be racist, period. Agree. But it still seems like there's some catch to this because it seems like this is a trend going on in these white educational institutions nowadays. Because this is not the only similar post that's come out this week where these teachers are telling their students things that they don't want to hear. The controversial remarks were recently delivered to students at Oklahoma's Norman North High School, reported local station KFOR, which obtained an audio recording of the lecture. Am I racist? And I say yes, or I say yeah. I don't want to be. It's not like I choose to be racist, but I do. But do I do things because of the way I was raised? The unidentified teacher is heard saying in the recording. A student who recorded the message did not want to be identified. Why not? It said the remarks were made during a lecture on how to heal the racial divide. Right. So this whole lecture was about how to heal a racial divide, and her arrogant ass is gonna find fault in what he said when he was obviously telling the truth. You know, the devil got to tell some truth somewhere. I don't know what else he said during the lecture, but that part of the lecture he was right on point. She said she started to record the teacher after taking personal offense to the lesson. Well, why didn't your ass walk out like all the other racist students at the university that I'll probably be doing a video about later? Half of my family is Hispanic, so I just felt like, him calling me a racist just because I'm white. I mean, where's your proof in that? The proof in that is that you just had to say that half of your family is Hispanic. I mean, are you biracial? Are you white or are you not white? Because if you're white, your ass is racist. And if you're Hispanic, you're probably racist too. But the fact that you have to point out that half of your family is Hispanic, it's like, why are you trying to, why? The student told KFOR, you start telling someone something over and over again and it's opinion. Oh, so when black people say it, it's just opinion and they start taking it as fact. Well, you're going to start hearing that a lot. White people are racist, white people are racist, white people are racist. Deal with it. It's a fact. You just don't want to hear it. Norman Public School Superintendent Joseph Ciano has since reported to the discussion, calling it poorly handled. While discussing a variety of philosophical perspectives on culture, race, and ethics, a teacher was attempting to convey to students an elective philosophy course. So, right there, they're throwing her ass under the bus. They're telling her, look, bitch, you did not have to take this course. You chose to take this course, right? A perspective that had been shared at a university lecture he had attended. So they're teaching this stuff in the university somewhere, but oh, you or your father or whoever is whoever else probably did not attend that lecture because they probably walked out just like they did yesterday. I'll post that video later though. He had attended. His statement read, we regret that the discussion was poorly handled. When the district was notified of this concern, it was immediately addressed. We are committed to ensuring inclusiveness in our schools. So they really just threw her ass under the bus. They're like, you know what? 2020, y'all about to be extinct anyways, or y'all about to be biracial, all type of stuff. So it really don't matter. They're coming out in the open now. Though the remarks clearly sparked some backlash, at least one student has since said that the teacher's words were taken out of context. Clearly, a group of Norman North High School students staged a demonstration Tuesday morning to support ongoing discussions about inclusivity, according to a statement released by the school district. So you see, tables are starting to turn because they really don't want to talk about race, right? Because this thing should have been out in the open a very long time ago. But A lot of things are going on right now. Um, I had also read about a demonstration being staged. I don't know if that was a demonstration, but there's a lot of things going on right now in terms of this white devil. We believe it is important to have serious and thoughtful discussion about institutional racism in order to change history and promote inclusivity. Why? Why do they want this inclusivity now? What has been reported in the news doesn't accurately portray what happened in our philosophy class, nor does it reflect what we believe in at our school. The student who attended the lecture and demonstration but didn't want to be identified said in a statement to the Huffington Post. The information was taken out of context, and we believe it is important to have serious and thoughtful discussions about institutional racism in order to change history and promote inclusivity. So maybe if she had raised her hand and spoke to the teacher or says asked some questions instead of pulling out her phone and recording as though she was witnessing a black man being shot by the police or something. I mean, there was no crime being committed. So what was she pulling out her phone for? She should have engaged in thoughtful discussion, right? Another student who was Another student who also participated in the demonstration and did not want to be identified shared that they have been working on that they had been working to develop a civil liberties association for student groups. So she knew what was going on all along. She knew this was coming. She just didn't want to hear it. We are working to build bridges and having a healthy discussion about various philosophies is critical to examining ways to bring awareness to institutionalized racism, the students said. We appreciate the Norman Public School District support and the structures they have in place to address these topics. So you can clearly see that she just got sidetracked. She thought, she was going to take this philosophy course and they were just going to talk about all the so-called white philosophers and just talk about white philosophy all day. But instead, she had to watch this video.